And we are back. Greenbrier has a little misdirection play, tried some trickeration there. And Michael Kay, look, he's got a lead blocker. It's the quarterback. There's a flag down as Kay crossed midfield. It didn't look like they were going to get anywhere, and then all of a sudden Kay was able to break to the outside, and he's holding his hamstring.
Yeah, it looks like maybe two different flags.
Oh, it might be a cramp. Yeah, looks like maybe a cramp. And you see Rodney Holder out there. I think that's Coach Holder. Yeah, Rodney Holder out there helping out, trying to get the training staff over there from his team to help out the Greenbrier player.
What do you got now?
Oh, I got block in the back of 11.
As we get the penalty flag straight. It's a hold on Greenbrier. That's going to negate.
All right, we got a block in the back on the offense, and we got a hold on the offense.
Well, when you have a block in the back and a hold, maybe you get a big play on offense. That's tough, as they had one of their better plays of the night and got across midfield. It was a pickup of about 20. Actually, a little over 20, but it's going to come all the way back. So it's 10 yards from spot of the foul. It'll be second down. Let's see where they actually end up. So they actually end up almost back at the original line of scrimmage. They're at the 30, or are they not? Looks like they've marked it off. Actually, they are 5 yards back. They started about the 35. Now they're at the 30, so it is second and 15. So second and 15. Greenbrier, they need a big play of some kind to get on the board here. They have struggled all year to score on offense. Their one win came against Harlem to open the season in a close game, 10-3. They hand it off up the middle, and breaking to the outside is Brown. I tell you, this is a good-looking young running back. He's only he's a freshman.
Yeah, they've had success. They've been able to get him a little bit of air, get to the initial line, the line of scrimmage around the defensive line, and he's been able to pick up some yards and really get some first downs for them in terms of kind of being the most consistent part of their offense tonight, although they have not been able to score, but still getting first downs and making sure that, if not a first down, making it a manageable series for the offense.
Well, J.Q. Brown, remember that name? He's going to be a good one. And speaking of Browns, a former player here, a great player at Greenbrier, Thomas Brown, now plays at Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Terrific player in the ACC. They set up the screen to Brown. Bobbles it and can't hold on to it. Yeah, could not hang on to it there. And Thomas Brown's younger brother, Tyrell Hooks, is actually on the team here this year at Greenbrier.
Yeah, Brown and the Demon Deacons got to take on the Florida State Seminoles last weekend.
I asked them to take it easy. We got a Greenbrier player there.
Sure.
I don't want to,
and
spend about too
you
much.
say it, Florida State does it. I mean, and that they did. Or maybe they're just not very good this year. The Florida State
I think
Seminoles.
you're probably more right than I am. Hooks wears number 50, and he is the brother of Thomas Brown. So they're going to punt it away, and Kendra does the honors. A low kick, picked up on a couple of bounces. And look at that speed, boy. He can run. And look at him get to the outside. He's still on his feet. This is Cox with a terrific return. It's a nice return by Jared Cox. Again, it didn't look like he was going to be able to pick up much, and then at the end of the play, he was able to break out to the end. Now, he might have been banged up on the end of the play. He's slow to get up. We're going to take a timeout here while they tend to Cox. We'll be back. Grovetown on top, 28-zip on WJBF Sports Game Night Live. All right, welcome back. WJBF Sports Game Night Live. A 27-yard punt return by Jared Cox sets up Grovetown in excellent field position. The ball at the 43 of Greenbrier. After this play, we're going to check in with Stephanie French. She's got a special guest down on the sidelines, very familiar face to Columbia County football fans as Woodbury takes it along the left for a pickup of about 4 or 5. Let's go down for another Augusta Auto Auction sideline report with Stephanie French. Steph?
Hey guys, well, Marty Jackson, he was coaching at Evans High School for the last 12 years. This is the first time since then that he is not on the sideline of a high school football game. He actually was earlier, but he is not coaching this year. He is now athletic director here at Grovetown High School. I was asking him if he misses coaching. He says, well, not yet. He does miss it just a little bit. He's asked him what he's been doing. He says, well, I'll go out golf about 9 holes and then come out to the Grovetown games. Back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. Marty Jackson, one of the good guys definitely in the area. And they hand it off here to Woodbury, who already has 3 touchdowns. And Woodbury pounds his way on that right side, trying to get to that first down mark. He's going to be about 2 yards shy.
We'll see what they maybe try to run here. I would imagine it's going to be Woodbury once more.
And Woodbury now over 100 yards to go with his 3 touchdowns. And they give it to him again. Here's Woodbury in the open field, still on his feet. He's brought down, I believe that was Mumford who got him at the end of the play, number 4. Andrew Mumford, but not before Woodbury picks up more good yardage on our Doctors Hospital instant replay. Good blocking downfield as well. So that's a first down for Grovetown, and the Warriors pouring it on now. Up 28-0, 8:49 to go. And it looks like they've got Ben John in a Wildcat formation here, Matt. Going to do a little direct snap. John's going to keep it. Runs up the middle for short yardage, maybe 4.
Saw a little bit of that last year. Really effective, and really probably depends more on the game and the matchup in terms of how many carries he would get from there.
Yeah, he had a 5-touchdown game last year.
Yeah. And sometimes they need him a little more on defense. Again, depends on the matchup, but certainly a capable ball carrier. He is a home run threat for the Warriors.
So Grovetown in charge in this one and on the move. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 14 after the 3-yard pickup from John. He's back in the Wildcat. He's got Woodbury to his right. This time he gives it to Woodbury along the left side. Woodbury looking for his 4th touchdown. Mumford gets him again, though, and brings him down. But they're back in that Orange Theory Fitness orange zone, and they have spent a lot of time there in this second half.
Yeah.
Have the Warriors.
I believe it's their 5th trip to the red zone, or the orange zone. And just, again, we've seen him in the past with big plays, whether it's Ben John with the long run or special teams, but this just kind of methodical.
Old school, I mean, you think about it, they haven't thrown but a couple of passes tonight. They've kept it on the ground.
They really haven't.
And they've got John back in the Wildcat. Let's see if he fakes it to Woodbury this time and keeps it and goes to the right. Actually, Woodbury shifts to the left side of the formation now. Now back to the right. And no, John's going to keep it, and John's going to dance into the end zone. Touchdown, Ben John from 5 yards out, and that makes it 34-0. And as he is lifted into the air by big Deontay Smith. If you're going to have a guy lift you, it might as well be Deontay, 6'5", 290.
I'm surprised he came back down.
He's got some long arms, too. I could see him getting even bigger. And I mean, he could be a really special player at Appalachian State. He loves it, too. He's a go-getter, hard worker out on the field. Coach Holder's raved about him to me for a couple of years now.
And it looks like.
And it's on Greenbrier, I believe. Another offsides on the defense.
Point.
So Grovetown, Noah Gilbert trying to make his 5th PAT of the game. 3 touchdowns from Woodbury on the ground, 1 for Ben John, and a touchdown pass from Vance to Cox. Cox has had a really good game tonight. An interception, a touchdown catch, an interception, a pass breakup in the end zone, and that 27-yard punt return. We'll take a timeout here. Grovetown rolling 35-0 as they lead it on homecoming night over their rivals from Greenbrier. And we are back at Grovetown High School, where the Warriors are in definite control here, 35-0, after the 5-yard touchdown run for Ben John, his first of the game. And that ball is fielded on a bounce by Ballard. Ballard trying to get to the outside. Ballard across the 25, across the 30, still on his feet. Ballard across the 40. Ballard with a nice return for Greenbrier. Greenbrier with the ball there. You see this nice return by Ballard. 32 yards on the return, I'm being told by Nathan. And Sharper's going to carry it up the middle. He gets right around midfield as both sides pushing one another, and he's across the 50 to the 49. So that is going to be a pickup of about 3.5, 4 yards. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we will announce the McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game. And along the right side is where Ballard went on that long kickoff return. Again, 32 yards. Seeing that again. Here we go. Greenbrier with the ball. It is 2nd and 6. And looks like we had a new running back in the game there, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe gets a yard. On the carry that time was 33. He did carry it once in the first half. That is Goff, Harrison Goff on the carry. Next week, we head to the GISA. Taking on Westminster will be Augusta Prep. Harry Batchelor's crew having a good season, and they will play at Westminster next week, and that's where we will be for the first of 2 games next weekend.
Yeah. And then the big one on Saturday.
Special, we'll tell you about that in a moment here as Harrison throws it, and it's complete.
You guys really rolling out the red carpet, I hear.
Harrison complete to Jack O'Leary. So Friday night, we've got Augusta Prep at Westminster next week. You see the instant replay brought to you by Doctor's Hospital. And then Saturday, a special broadcast of the Josie Laney big rivalry game in Richmond County year in and year out. So we will have 2 ball games next week. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to make it for one of those games, right?
Yeah, the Saturday game. My best friends growing up getting married, so thought I'd go. Instead of getting disowned by his family.
Boy, Brown, what a cut. Oh, this is a good-looking freshman here, and he gets a touchdown for Greenbrier from 38 yards out. Watch this cut, if we can see it again. Man, what a run by Brown. Watch this cut right here, Matt. We got a player hurt, it looks like. But what a run by this kid's a good-looking 9th grader, good-looking freshman.
He should have a great career ahead of him. Already showing signs of good patient running, and then.
Well, they're tending to the player who was injured on the play. What a run by Brown. So you see the Grovetown defense as they tend to the injured player. And one of the Grovetown players looked like maybe he had his elbow injury.
Yeah. Coach Rodney Holder going out there to check on him.
So Greenbrier to tack on the extra point after the 38-yard touchdown run from a good-looking freshman. Got a good future here, J.Q. Brown. The extra point is good And that will make it 35-7 Grovetown. So 4:56 to go in the game on homecoming night. And by the way, once again, congratulations to the homecoming queen from Grovetown High School, Naomi Hughes.
Also a good basketball player here.
Yep, averaged about 10 a game last year for a 22-6 club. They've got a really talented player back, 6'1", 6'2" post player named Quajelin Farrar. She was described by a recruiting website this summer as the Dennis Rodman of Georgia girls basketball. She averaged 11.5 rebounds a game last year.
I've got to get a subscription to whatever this is, if you can identify.
Quajelin is
So she's
gelling.
just a terrific rebounder?
Well, she averaged 10.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks last year.
Rodman, really well known as a great offensive and defensive rebounder.
Absolutely. And one of the best rebounders really in NBA history, no doubt. Ball goes out of bounds, so the flag is thrown on the kickoff. It was in the area of Jean. That is the 14th penalty tonight on Greenbrier. That has certainly been one of the stories of the game. And they've had a couple that were called and not taken. I mean, so Grovetown will get the ball back here.
Here we go.
And it looks like we might have some new offensive featured players in. Let's see if we can get you an update here on who's in the game offensively. We do have a new quarterback in for Grovetown. And a handoff. Look at this speed. Wow. Who's this little guy? Look at this run. How about that? Number 15. Grovetown says, you got a freshman named Brown. We got one too, A.J. Brown. Wow. Nice run that time by A.J. Brown. I mean, it's almost like they've been holding him all game and let him out. He's ready to just bust out of the cage.
Yeah.
What a run.
And bust out of the cage he did. Again, never going to the ground, even when he just got taken out of bounds.
He reminds me, Georgia used to have a running back named Torrin Kurtz, and they always used to say he ran scared.
Yeah.
But that was a good thing. Well,
right.
He looks like he's running for his life.
Really,
That's a great
really
run
good.
by Brown. A 42-yarder. The new quarterback is Taylor Youngblood. He's a sophomore. Man, what a run by A.J. Brown, showing some speed. He gets it again. Actually, Youngblood keeps it this time, and he's going to get inside the 20. So they're back in the Orange Theory Fitness orange zone. There's Youngblood. There you see him. Here's Taylor Youngblood, the sophomore, and then the freshman Brown beside him. I know one thing, that kid can motor. 4:14 to go. Grovetown on the move again with some of their backups in the game getting a chance to play. They do a little misdirect. Same play they run with John. That time they hand it to number 42, John McCree. Not a whole lot of running room there. Under 4 minutes. So 3rd down and 7 for Grovetown.
And I would say Grovetown's in pretty good hands with A.J. Brown.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Both these teams with good freshman running back. Here's Brown again. Boy, look how hard he runs. Inside the 15 down to about the 11.
Yeah, I've yet to see a ball carrier for Grovetown that just didn't run extremely hard. You see Brown, kind of a speedy guy, but still continuing to run his legs. And
they've had some really good backs here over the years, actually, in just the short time they've been around. Jamal Cummings was one of them. They've had a handful of those. It's first down for Grovetown. So the clock running as they've set the chains. Approaching the 3-minute mark with Grovetown up big, 35-7. Trying to win for the 5th straight time in this series. They lead the all-time series 4-1, but looking like they'll make it 5-1. They hand it to Brown, and he's got a head of steam, and he's in there. Boy, this kid can run. He's small, but man, he is fast. Saw that hole and hit it for the touchdown from 11 yards out. So A.J. Brown, that's the 5th rushing touchdown of the night for Grovetown. They also have a passing TD as well. And they are rolling, 41-7 Warriors. Here comes Gilbert trying to make it 6 for 6 on extra points. And he hammers it, no good. He pushed it off to the right. So first miss for him, 41-7 your score. And let's see, watch him. He sees that little hole and he's gone. And a good block stepping in. That might have been McCree who got in there to hit the middle linebacker.
Yeah, again, great run, but I mean, perfect blocking. Really, it looked like anybody could have made it through that hole. Good blocking, not only by the line, but also by fellow backs, kind of sealing it off for him, and then Brown just waltzing into the end zone.
So Grovetown is going to improve tonight with the win to 4-2 overall and 3-2 in region play. And unfortunately for Greenbrier, they will fall to 1-5 overall, 0-5 in the region. And look, this is a tough region to be in, period, much less if you're going through, some tough years here for Greenbrier. When you got the likes of the number 1 team in the state, defending champions, Northside Warner Robins, you got the number 2 team in the state, Houston County, the number 6 team in the state, Jones County. Then you throw in, Lakeside and Evans and Grovetown that you got to face.
A lot of great freshmen here tonight, not only the players, but cheerleaders as well.
That's right.
She's a true freshman.
She's a true freshman?
Yeah.
Think they're going to redshirt her?
I think they need to.
And a new kicker even kicking off here for Grovetown as they're letting everybody play, which is good to see. Ballard, he's had a couple of nice returns tonight. That's Robert Ballard. And a nice tackle by Ben Jean on special teams. As it looked like Ballard would have another nice return, but here comes Jean and dives and makes the play. 21-yard line, and there's Jean with some dirt in his helmet. Looks like he might have some inside his helmet.
Ooh.
He's had a good game tonight. We had a tough time. We were trying to select our defensive players of the game. They had about 4 guys that really had a good game defensively.
Yeah.
You had Cox, Beal, Jean, Rogers, all played very well. As Greenbrier keeping it on the ground here. Under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. That was Brown, the freshman, who has a 38-yard touchdown tonight coming off the bench. And Grovetown getting in more substitutes here, letting everybody play. Rodney Holder just told him, he said, stay right there. We're going to get you back in to number 88. That's Billy Fowler, a junior. Harrison gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown with a nice run up the middle. Boy, this Brown looks good too. Tell you, he's got a little more size. He might not be quite as fast as the other Brown, but he's got a little more size. And he's pretty fast too. Look at this
good
nice
patient
run.
running back.
Yeah, I like this kid, J.Q. Brown and A.J. Brown. Keep an eye on both of those guys for the next 3 years after this one. They're just going this time big number 71 was right there. And we got a new quarterback in also for Greenbrier. And that's Matt Oliver. Oliver's actually started the last few games. There's Martrell Bill. He's had a good game. Oliver's actually started the last few games for Greenbrier. Number 15 there you see him with Harrison out with an injury. The tackle and the play made by Terry Burton, number 71, who was right there as the ball was handed off to Brown. He had nowhere to go. Fumble, and it's going to be Grovetown ball, I believe. 4 blue jerseys on top of it, and coming away with it is number 27,
and it
Khalif
is.
Miller.
And it is Grovetown ball, and just kind of just how things went with Greenbrier all night tonight.
And I would assume you're going to see Grovetown just take a knee here as they have got this one wrapped up. 41-7. It has been all Grovetown. And on the fumble there, they get it back. Really, turnovers, is not what killed Greenbrier tonight. They had a couple, but it was penalties and just they couldn't stop the ground game, couldn't get the ball back from Grovetown. If Grovetown didn't turn it out, I think Grovetown was only, either forced to punt or go for it on fourth once. They either scored or turned it over. The quarterback, Youngblood, is going to hand it off to Brown. Brown trying to get to the outside using his speed. Boy, this kid can fly. And another good run by A.J. Brown. It's like they wind him up and then just push a button, and he takes off.
Hold.
It's a hold on Grovetown, so it'll bring that back. 47 seconds to go. Grovetown.
On the offense, we'll
Again,
replay first down.
Grovetown's going to improve to 4-2 overall and 3-2 in region play in Class 5A Region 2. So the clock running now, 45 seconds to go. And it looks like they're going to take a knee now. Youngblood steps and takes a knee. And Grovetown is going to roll to a 34-point win tonight. On homecoming night, a lot of reasons to celebrate. Shire Woodbury with 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards on the ground. Good game by the Grovetown defense, led by Jean and Cox, Beal, and Rogers. And that's going to do it for this one. Grovetown is going to get the 41-7 win over their rivals. And that's it. Grovetown with the victory tonight. One-sided affair. Thanks to a good ground game and penalty-plagued Greenbrier team. And Matt, Greenbrier, in a game like that, Greenbrier's got to play a perfect game to win most nights anyway because they're down.
Right.
And you can't have more than a dozen penalties, a couple of turnovers. You just can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. You get a couple gifts in the first half, get a couple turnovers from Grovetown, and then you're not able to really do anything with it. And then, yeah, like you said, double-digit penalties any night is going to put you pretty far behind the 8 ball and just kind of add it on to Greenbrier there, and you can kind of see it in the final score. Grovetown, just all-around effort.
Well, and then on top of that, you mix the couple of turnovers in the second half with the unable to capitalize with the Grovetown turnovers in the first, and the fact that Grovetown rushed for 242 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. Again, most of it by Woodbury, over about half of it by Woodbury, as Grovetown gets the lopsided victory tonight over their rivals from Greenbrier. And again, they've won 5 in a row now in the series and lead the all-time series 5-1. In just a moment, we're going to go down on the field. Stephanie French is going to have the victorious head coach, Rodney Holder. As a matter of fact, I believe she has him right now. Steph?
Hey, guys. Well, congratulations, Coach. A big win for you guys against a big rival of yours. What kind of momentum does this give you guys going into the last 4 games this season? Hard to believe we're saying last 4 already.
It's crazy. It's gone so fast. Big win. Our kids really came out. They came out fighting, too. We survived some penalties and some turnovers to have a really, really good second half. And a couple of good friends of mine this week really pumped me up. Grady Blanchard, he's a judge here in town, and Eddie Walden, and they were messing with me because all their kids go to Greenbrier, and, I couldn't hardly sleep at night because my phone was buzzing and blowing up of them going, this, that, and the other. But, it's a great win for our community, our kids, our fans. They did a great job, and, we're lucky to be where we're at, and we got a chance. So.
And we got to talk about your defense. Amazing job tonight. Talk about their impact on the game.
Well, they gave us an opportunity. We put them in 2 bad situations early in the ball game against a team that's gotten better and that was fighting. And it is a big rivalry, and you can't do that. And they picked us up, and that's what's supposed to happen in team sports. Gave us a chance. Our offense got going. We started clicking a little bit, and good things happened.
Of course, the region that you guys are in, a little bit tough for you guys. You guys have both Northside Warner Robins and Northside coming up in the next couple weeks. So what are your thoughts going into those games?
Well, not really worried about them. We got Lakeside, and they're good too. And it's a situation where Mr. Baker here and our school, they've given us any and everything in the world. They've challenged us. Our kids have responded, and we got to go play Lakeside at Lakeside, and that's never an easy thing. They're well coached. Coach Hibbets does a great job, and you know, we better focus on them and focus on that game, and we better be ready to play because they're a good football team.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maddie, be back up to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. We'll take a quick timeout, and when we come back, folks, we'll introduce you to our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game as Grovetown rolls 41-7 over Greenbrier.
2.
All right, and we welcome you back to Grovetown High School, where tonight the Warriors win 41-7. Let's go down on the field. Stephanie French has our McDonald's offensive and defensive players of the game.
Hey guys, well I'm here with Jennifer Benessa, one of the owners of several of the McDonald's here in town. Big night for Grovetown players. These guys are awesome. We have offensive and defensive player of the game. Who do we have for offense?
So for offense, we have Shire Woodbury, and on behalf of McDonald's, I would like to present you with the offense player of the game. Congratulations. Good game.
All right, and for our defensive player of the game?
For defense, we have Jared Cox. On behalf of McDonald's, congratulations.
All right, and guys, you have had an amazing game tonight. Such a big rivalry for you guys. Shire, over 100 yards today alone, 3 touchdowns. Jared, you had an interception, touchdown catch, long punt return. What are you guys' thoughts on the game today?
I'm just happy that we came out with a victory. We all played hard as we can, and we hope to move on to the next week game.
All right, how about you?
Yeah, it was a big game, so rivalry game, so we came out with the victory, 42-7, 41-7, so it was a good game.
Awesome. Well, congratulations to you guys. I'll let you go celebrate with the team over there. Maddie, be back up to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. As she said, Shire Woodbury over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. Our offensive player of the game. Defense, we had a number of great players, but Cox had the punt return, the long punt return that set up a score. He intercepted a pass to set up a score. He had a pass breakup in the end zone. He had one of the hardest hits of the night, and he caught a touchdown on offense. So congrats to Jared Cox, our defensive player of the game, and thanks to the folks at McDonald's for sponsoring that each and every week. Matt, a good solid win tonight for Grovetown, heading into a tough one next week at Lakeside.
Yeah, started off real slow, but they were able to get it going in the second half, and the school board proves it. Getting a lot of guys different touches and showing they got a lot to look forward to here at Grovetown, even after Woodbury and some of these guys graduate.
Let's take a look at one of our big games, big plays of the night, our Augusta Payne Center hit of the game. Let's check this out as Grovetown gets the victory tonight. And it's, a matter of fact, it's our defensive player of the game, number 22, Jared Cox, coming in right there. Our Augusta Payne Center hit of the game. Congratulations, Cox, a big winner tonight in a bunch of different ways. Next week, folks, we have got Augusta Prep at Westminster on Friday. And then Saturday, we've got Laney playing host to Josie. So a couple of games for you next week on WJBF Sports Game Night Live. Also want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, McDonald's and Doctors Hospital, along with Orange Theory Fitness, sponsoring the Orange Zone, the Augusta Payne Center with the hit of the game, the Augusta Auto Auction with all of our sideline reports, of course, the instant replays by Doctors Hospital as well, and the Ken Nugent One Call, That's All. We thank all of them, and Fairway Forward for our coin toss each and every week. Want to thank all the entire WJBF crew doing a phenomenal job tonight. Stephanie French down on the sidelines, Nathan Edwards with stats, and, of course, Matt Lane. Great job by everybody tonight, and we thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week with another edition of WJBF Sports Game Night Live. Grovetown a winner tonight over Greenbrier, 41-7.